Randy Rabney from The Conscious Plate. I'm a coach, a chef, and an expert in teaching people how to have the freedom to eat real food without worrying about getting fat. And this is how to make a healthy chicken taco with guacamole. So what I'm doing today is I'm making chicken tacos, and I've shortcutted the recipe by using a chicken breast that I actually grilled last night. This is a great tip. I was grilling dinner for my family, something completely different, and I just threw on this chicken breast so that I could make this dish quickly today. And what I did was I made a marinade, almost sort of a rub, using garlic powder, chili powder, ground cumin, a little bit of raw honey, some unrefined sea salt, extra virgin olive oil, and a squeeze of fresh lime juice. And I mixed that all together in a bowl, and I just rubbed that on the chicken breast, and I let it sit for about 10 minutes before putting it on the grill. And today I have this chicken breast that I'm just going to dice up, and we'll heat it up when we're ready to assemble our tacos. So I'm just going to quickly dice that up. I've already cut it into strips, and now I'm just cutting across the strips to make bite-sized chunks. Quick and simple. So I've set the chicken aside, and we'll warm it in a minute, but first we're going to make our guacamole. Now, instead of chopping everything by hand, and again in the interest of saving time, I've decided to use my mini chop. In here I have about 1/4 of an onion, a 1/2 clove of garlic, about 1/3 of a jalapeno, complete with the seeds and rib because I like it hot, and a big handful of fresh cilantro. And all I'm going to do, so I like this mini chop because it allows me to retain some texture with these ingredients. It doesn't turn it into a puree, as could happen if I were using a more powerful food processor. So I'm just taking this out and putting it into a bowl, and then I'm going to add the avocados into the same bowl. So what I have here is a nice ripe avocado. You can see that it's ripe, it's soft, it has a little give to it. And I'm just going to cut this in half. I'm going to scoop out the flesh right into the bowl with my other ingredients. This pit is nice and loose, so it comes right out. And I'm going to take the other half of the flesh in the bowl with my ingredients. To this, I'm going to add some fresh lime juice, and you just turn it like that, and that way you get the most juice from your citrus. I'm adding some unrefined sea salt, and remember to go lightly at first, because you can always add more, but you can't take out. And then I'm going to mash it all together in this bowl to make my guacamole. Just using the fork to mash the avocado. Another great tip, if you have a potato masher works great. I'm just going to give it a taste for seasoning. I love guacamole, and avocados are so good for us. It's great healthy fat and an awesome source of fiber. So now that our guacamole is ready, we're going to get started on our chicken. So I'm just using a heavy metal skillet, not a non-stick, and I'm not even putting any oil in this pan. And I'm turning my heat on high because I want my pan to get very hot. I'm going to put the chicken right into a hot pan. To this pan, I'm actually going to add a little bit of filtered water, and that's going to help to keep the chicken moist. What's going to happen is the chicken's going to heat, and there's going to be steam because I'm going to cover the pan, and the chicken's going to heat in that moist environment, and the chicken will retain its moisture. So while our chicken is heating, I'm going to show you how to heat our tortillas. And what I'm using is an organic corn tortilla. And when you buy your tortillas, you want to be careful. You want to make sure that they're organic, and you want to look at the ingredients. The ingredients in these tortillas have nothing more than organic corn, a little bit of lime, and salt. Oftentimes, you'll find that tortillas have many, many other ingredients to extend their shelf life, and so you want to try to avoid buying a product like that because that's not what's best for your health. So as you can see, I just have an open flame on my stove. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tortilla right down on the flame, and I'm using tongs as my kitchen tool to keep myself safe. And you can see that this tortilla is going to heat up very, very quickly. And what we're going for is a tortilla that's nice and soft and warm, and that's going to be the outside of our taco. So I just do this a couple of times. I don't want it to burn. I don't want it to overcook. I'm just going for a nice, soft, warm tortilla. Our chicken is nice and warm, and I'm going to begin to build the taco. I'm just going to start with a generous spoonful of the guacamole. And I'm going to spread that out here. And to that, I'm going to take some of the cubes of this delicious moist chicken that's been seasoned with all of the spices. And there you have it. I'm going in. I have to take a bite. Mmm. That's really delicious. I'm Rabney from theconsciousplate.com, and this is how to make healthy chicken tacos with guacamole.